Have you ever heard a story about a place that seems like it was plucked right out of a dream? A place where time itself slows down to a gentle, quiet crawl? Far away, hidden by swirling mists, and the deep blue of the endless ocean, there is such a place. It's an island called Lumina. Sailors and explorers whisper tales about it, calling it the island of ageless wonders. They say it's a land where the leaves on the trees are always green, the flowers are always in bloom, and the people hardly seem to age at all. It is a mystery that has puzzled outsiders for centuries, a beautiful secret held by the sea. The moment you step onto Lumina, you know it is different from any other place on Earth. The air feels softer, somehow, cleaner, and filled with the sweet scent of unknown blossoms. The sunlight doesn't burn harshly. Instead, it filters through the giant emerald green leaves of the canopy, casting a warm golden glow on everything below. Strange, colorful birds with feathers like jewels sing melodies you've never heard before. The ground beneath your feet is springy and soft, covered in a thick carpet of moss that seems to hum with a gentle energy. It feels like the whole island is alive and breathing with you, welcoming you into its peaceful embrace. Even the sounds of the island are unique and calming. Instead of loud, jarring noises, you hear the gentle rustle of leaves, like the island is whispering its secrets to you. The waves that lap against the shore don't crash. They glide in and out with a soft, shushing sound, as if they are lulling the world to sleep. At night, the sky is not black, but a deep, velvety indigo, filled with more stars than you could ever count. Tiny, glowing insects drift through the air like floating lanterns, lighting up the darkness with their soft, magical light. It's a place where every sight and sound makes you feel calm and full of wonder. The feeling of peace on Lumina is so powerful that it changes you almost immediately. Worries that seemed so big and important just a day before start to feel small and far away. The constant rush and hurry of the outside world melts away, replaced by a slow, steady rhythm. You find yourself walking more slowly, breathing more deeply, and noticing the tiny details of the world around you. You see the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wing, or the way a dewdrop clings to a spider's web. It's as if the island itself is teaching you to slow down and simply be present in the moment, to just enjoy the magic of being alive. So what is the great secret of Lumina? Why do its people live such long and healthy lives, with wrinkles and gray hair taking many, many decades to appear? The islanders believe the answer lies in the water that flows all around and through their home. It's not just any water. The island sits on top of a special kind of crystal bed deep beneath the earth. The freshwater springs that bubble up to the surface flow over these glowing crystals. The islanders call this sun-kissed water because they say it holds the warmth and energy of the sun, even deep underground. This water is what they drink, cook with, and bathe in every single day. The islanders have a very simple explanation for how the water works its magic. They believe it gently cleanses their bodies from the inside out. They say that just as the water keeps the island's plants vibrant and evergreen, it does the same for the people who drink it. It helps their bodies stay strong and repair themselves very slowly and perfectly over time. It's not a sudden miracle, but a constant, gentle process. The food they eat, grown in soil nourished by this same water, is also full of life. They eat colorful fruits that taste sweeter than candy and vegetables that are always crisp and fresh, giving them everything they need to be healthy. This special environment affects more than just their bodies. It shapes their entire way of thinking. Because they do not fear growing old or getting sick, they are not in a hurry to do things. They have a saying, "The sun will rise again tomorrow, and so will we." This belief gives them a deep sense of calm and patience. They don't worry about time running out. This removes a great deal of stress from their lives, which doctors in our world say is one of the biggest causes of aging and illness. Their minds are as peaceful as the calm shores of their island home, free from the anxieties that trouble so many others. The islanders protect their precious water with great care. They see the springs as sacred and have simple, ancient rules about how to use them to ensure they are never polluted or wasted. They believe that the island gave them a great gift, and it is their duty to be its guardians for all the generations to come. This deep connection to their environment and their understanding of its life-giving properties is the true heart of their longevity. It's a simple harmony between people and nature, a partnership that allows both to thrive in a state of timeless wonder and health. On Lumina, daily life unfolds at a pace that would seem incredibly slow to an outsider. People measure their lives not by the ticking of a clock or the flipping of a calendar page, but by the passing of seasons. They talk about the season of the mango harvest or the winter of the quiet rains. A person who looks like they are 30 years old might tell you they have seen 80 cycles of the blooming moonflower. This different way of seeing time means that childhood lasts for a very long time. Children have many years to play, explore the island, and learn from their elders without any pressure to grow up too fast. Because they live for so long, their relationships with family and friends are incredibly deep. Imagine having your great-great-great-grandparents around to tell you stories of the island from centuries ago. Families are large, sprawling networks of love and support. Knowledge is passed down, not just from parent to child, but through many, many generations living side by side. An elder, who might be 200 years old, but looks no older than 70, will teach a young child how to weave baskets from palm leaves, using the exact same methods their ancestors used. This creates an unbroken chain of tradition and a powerful sense of belonging. With so much time on their hands, the islanders become masters of many different skills. A person might spend 20 years perfecting the art of carving wood, another 30 learning all the island's secret melodies on a handmade flute, and another 50 studying the stars. There is no rush to choose one single career or path in life. This freedom allows them to live very rich and fulfilling lives, full of creativity and learning. Their villages are filled with beautiful art, wonderful music, and delicious food. Everyone is both a student and a teacher, constantly sharing their knowledge and passions with others in the community. This slow aging also means that the idea of being old is very different. On Lumina, age is seen as a sign of wisdom and experience, not weakness. The elders are the most respected members of the community, not because they are frail, but because they hold the most stories and knowledge. They remain active and involved in daily life, still climbing trees to gather fruit or sailing their boats on the calm sea well past their 100th birthday. They don't retire or stop living. They simply find new ways to contribute their wisdom, proving that a long life can also be a useful and joyful one. When the rare visitor is lucky enough to find their way to Lumina, their reaction is always one of pure astonishment. At first, they simply can't believe their eyes. They see people who look young but speak with the wisdom of ages, and they see a society that operates without the frantic hurry they are used to. A visitor might ask a woman who looks 40 what her secret is, only to be told with a gentle smile that she is celebrating her 150th birthday next season. This completely changes the visitor's understanding of what it means to get older. They start to see aging not as an ending, but as a long, continuous journey. The biggest change for visitors is in their own minds. After just a few weeks on the island, they find themselves letting go of their fear of the future. They see islanders embracing every stage of life with grace and purpose, and they realize that their own constant worry about wrinkles, deadlines, and growing old has been stealing their joy. They learn to appreciate the present moment. They watch the islanders savoring a single meal for an hour, or spending an entire afternoon watching the clouds drift by. This teaches them that the quality of your life is not measured by how much you do, but by how much you enjoy the journey. So what can the rest of the world learn from this magical island? We may not have Lumina's sun-kissed water, but we can learn from its philosophy. The island teaches us the importance of slowing down and reducing the stress in our lives. It shows us that a strong connection to nature, fresh food, and clean water are powerful medicines. Perhaps the most important lesson is to cherish our communities and our elders. By building strong bonds with family and friends, and by valuing the wisdom of those who have lived long lives, we can create a richer and more supportive world for everyone. The Island of Ageless Wonders may be just a story, a whisper on the wind, but its message is real and powerful. It reminds us that maybe the secret to a long and happy life isn't a magical fountain, but something much simpler. It's about living in harmony with our world, being patient with ourselves and others, and finding joy in the small, beautiful moments of each and every day. Lumina teaches us that we can choose to live with less hurry and more wonder no matter where we are, and that perhaps is the most powerful magic of all.